Hey guys, welcome back to Central City Barbecue. I'm Pitmaster James Cruz, and we're approaching 6 months with this channel, and I can't thank you guys enough for the support you guys have given me. It's been unbelievable. I love the feedback. I like the chat we have back and forth over some of the comments in these videos. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe below. Tell all your friends about it. Get them to subscribe. And look, we're having a good time. We're cooking some stuff. Speaking of cooking some stuff, this week's video, I'm going West Coast on you. We're cooking some Tri Tip. Now, this isn't just your everyday run-of-the-mill Tri Tip. I mean, look, what I did here, I was passing through Pensacola on the way back from a barbecue competition, and I stopped at the butcher shop right there on Langley Avenue in Pensacola. And my buddy Kevin Green, phenomenal guy, stocks some of the best meat you'll see in the entire country. He said, man, why don't you try this out here? This is an Australian A9 Wagyu Tri Tip. You heard that correctly. Check out that thing right there. It's got unbelievable marbling. You can't get much better than this thing. Well, hopefully I don't mess this thing up. I'm going with a very simple rub on it. We're gonna put it on that grill back there. We're gonna sear it. We're gonna smoke it a little bit, slice it, and we're gonna eat this thing. Be right back. Well, the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna make a rub for this thing. It's super easy. It's a lot like some of these steak rubs I've done already and some of the brisket rubs. I'm actually going a little heavier on the black pepper, so we're going a 2-to-1 ratio. So let's start with half a cup of coarse black pepper. 1/4 cup kosher salt, a tablespoon of onion powder, a tablespoon of garlic powder. Okay. All I'm gonna do now is put a container, Tupperware container, whatever you want, shake it up really good. That's it. Let's get this thing open. Put it in my shaker here. Perfect. Okay. What I want to do here is, if you think about it, when you eat this thing, you're actually eating slices. So really the seasoning is on the outside, about a 1/4 inch. So you really don't have to worry about going too heavy, which I like to go heavy because I like the black pepper crust on these on beef. So we're going to go all the way across. Season it really, really good. Pat it in, pat it in. Let's get the sides. All right. Now what you can do is, say I have a lot around the border here. Actually just press it down here. Let's pick up some of that rub. Get a little bit more here on top. Just flip it over to the other side. You see there's already some on there. We press it down. Okay, that's it. Let's get it on the grill. Be over there in a second. All right, so the first thing I want to do is sear this guy. And I want to start on one side of the grill. We'll go meat side down. Get this guy sizzling, and then we'll let it sit like that for a few minutes. Come around, rotate it, and then flip it, and then we'll do 2 zones. All right, guys, it's been 2 minutes. What I want to do now is I want to rotate it 90 degrees this way. Let it go 2 more minutes. All right, guys, it's been 2 more minutes. Now what I'm gonna do now, before I flip it, you notice I went to that side of the grill because I don't want to flip back over the cool side where the steak was just rested. So now we're gonna go 2 minutes over here. Starting to get a nice crust on that thing now. Let's go let it go 2 more minutes right there. We'll be right back. All right, guys, it's been 2 more minutes. Let's rotate it 90 more degrees. Let's go right here. 2 more minutes, and then we're going to the other side. It's been 2 more minutes. Let's see where we're at internally. We're at 104. Let's get it indirect now. I now want to add a chunk of B&B post oak. Gonna let that smoke for a little bit. Another thing I've done is add my ThermalWorks dot, and I have an alarm set for 125. Let's see where we're at right now. We are at 109. Let's close this thing up, let it smoke for a little bit. We'll come back at 125. We made it. It's done. Let's take it off. Man, did you see that thing on that grill? That thing looks freaking delicious. Well, look, I pulled it off. It hit 125 after about 3 or 4 minutes on indirect. I got a rester here. I covered some foil. Let's sit there for about 10 minutes. We're gonna slice it up. All right, so it's been resting for about 10 minutes. I guess it's time for the big reveal, right? Here's the foil. Look at this guy right here. Man. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and pour some of this over the top of it. The pan juice. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut against the grain. This thing kind of runs a little funky. You got grains going this way, and you have some grains going this way, kind of on an angle. This one's not as bad as you hear about some people. Some people think that they go on a 90. This is more of a V shape. So I'm gonna cut these like this. I'm gonna kind of work my way this way, and then I'm gonna kind of come across this way. All right. First thing I'm gonna do is cut it in half. All right. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with this end over here. Cut it against the grain. Slide this piece out of the way. 1/4 inch slices. Look at the juices all over this board. This thing is so juicy. Still got enough heat in it. Got some steam coming from it. All right. We're right back. Let me cut the rest of this thing up real quick. Man, how delicious and juicy did that thing look? Look, before I get this tasting piece, I got a little bit of smoked salt or Maladon. Sprinkle a little bit over the top. Adds a nice little flavor enhancement, little bite to it. This thing is perfectly medium rare. Wow. That thing is so juicy and flavorful, and a really good, strong beef flavor. Let it salt, that black pepper on the outside. I'll dip it through the gravy right here real quick. I'm gonna eat this last bite, I'll be right back. Man, I'm serious when I tell you, that thing is unbelievable. It's so good, it's juicy. There's so many things you can do with this thing. You can make a sandwich with it. You can just put it in the center of your plate, maybe some garlic mashed potatoes, make some tacos, do that West Coast thing, some squeezed lime over the top, maybe some Maladon, some kosher salt. That thing is juicy and really tender. It's got a great, like a char and grill type flavor from that grill back there with some B&B oak lump and some oak and post oak chunks. It was so easy the way we did this. You can buy a tri tip at most of the grocery stores. I got mine from my friend Kevin Green at the butcher shop in Pensacola. He hooked me up with an Australian A9. That thing is great. Most tri tips are going to be really juicy and tender. Go grab you one. You saw how I made the rub. It's basically 2-to-1 black pepper, coarse black pepper, the salt, a little onion, some garlic, put it on there. Sear that guy for 2 minutes each side, right? Turn it 90 degrees, flip it again. But remember when I put it on the grill, what I did was, as I rotated, I went to a hot spot on the grill. Remember that? Then when you flip it, go back to that other side. You don't want to put it right back over where the piece of meat was. It's too cool right there. Did 2 minutes on 4 times, 4 contacts. Then went indirect. Put my ThermoWorks dot in there, set it alarm for 125. Let it do the rest. Boom, there we have it. Guys, thank you. I really appreciate you guys watching. Follow the restaurant on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram. Follow myself on social media, on Facebook and Instagram. I'd love to get back to you guys. Ask me any questions you may have. Let's talk some barbecue. See you guys next week.